lovelies! So many of you have been asking about the jewelry pieces I wear in my videos, so today I thought I'd finally sit down and show you the pieces I literally use every day or never take off. I'm the kind of person who loves to mix different metals, so I have a mix of white gold, rose gold and yellow gold because through the years of collecting and finding my style, I have gone from being a silver and white gold girly to more of a yellow girl, and then moving forward to rose gold. And now I'm just loving to mix and having fun with stacking and layering all my pieces. I'm on a trip at the moment and going to get ready, so I literally didn't bring any other jewelry than my everyday jewelry. I don't have a huge collection and it is mixed between luxury brand and some pieces from the high street and some by Scandinavian brands that you may never heard about. Anyway, I'm proud to announce that this video is sponsored by Linjer, which honestly couldn't be more perfect timing because I've been obsessed with their pieces lately. Linjer is an amazing sustainable jewelry brand. The name actually means lines in Norwegian and Swedish, which makes so much sense when you see their clean minimalist designs. But I've got to be honest, what really sold me on Linjer wasn't just their beautiful pieces, but their whole approach. They use recycled gold and silver and lab-grown diamonds that you know are ethical. And as they sell directly to customers, there's no crazy markup. And I've always been skeptical when brands claim luxury quality, but these pieces are genuinely stunning in person and you're paying a lot less what you expect for this level of craftsmanship. So, okay, first up is this beautiful Gemma necklace from Linjer that I'm wearing here now. And you guys, see how much it sparkles, the chain and the small diamonds. It's 14 karat gold with these dainty lab-grown diamonds that catches the light in the most gorgeous way. Also, the gold chain is not too yellow, which I like. It is almost a little bit like a champagne gold, which makes the necklace feel very fresh and modern. I don't know if you can see that from the footages, but I really love that it's more light. And I must say that I literally haven't taken it off since I got it. And what I'm obsessed with is how it goes with everything in my wardrobe. I often combine it with my Cartier necklace, as I do now, and it gives that minimalist vibe. I usually layer it with different lengths, and I must say that the quality is insane. Not joking, the way this chain sparkle reminds me a lot of my necklace from Cartier. If you look at the close-up, you see that the necklace are really sparkling equally much, and it's about how the chain is cut. If I compare the price, the Linjer necklace is just at a fraction of the price. And next piece is this particular one, which is a gold vermeil ring with gemstones. So I learned something interesting. A lot of gold-plated jewelry on the market is super thin, which is why it tarnishes so quickly. But Linjer does things differently. They use sterling silver underneath and then plate it with this thick layer of 2.5 to 3 microns thick layer of gold, which is like 5 times thicker than normal gold vermeil jewelries, and also around 100 times thicker than these flash plated jewelries, and this means that most of Linjer's gold vermeil pieces will outlast most of the gold vermeil pieces out there. Sorry, I realized that the lighting was a little bit ugly with the yellow lighting behind. Hopefully I will have everything filmed before it becomes dark. I have been having so much fun stacking this ring with my other rings. What I think is really smart about Linjer is that they have made many of their design in both vermeil and solid gold versions, so you can try a style without committing to the investment piece right away. I wish more brands did this. This particular ring I got from Linjer also exists in solid gold and lab-grown diamonds, and for this gold vermeil ring I actually think it's slightly a bit too yellow against my skin tone, and actually I think that it would look better in a more champagne gold tone. If you want to check out Linjer's jewelry, I got a promotion code with a special offer for you guys that I will display here, and just head over to this description box where I have linked everything and some of my favorite pieces. Let's move on to some of my forever pieces and those that I have had for years now. So next in line is this small Cartier Love bracelet that has been on my wrist almost non-stop for 3 years now. And I have to admit that I have had a bit of a love and hate relationship with this bracelet. The good part is that it really goes with everything I own and never looks dead. The gold has this beautiful warm tone that's not too yellow. But here's what I've learned. The real challenge is when you actually need to take it off. So finding a screwdriver for medical examinations or certain treatment can be such a hassle. And let me tell you a little story. During a body scrub at a Korean bathhouse in Seoul, I couldn't remove it, and the lady was so rough with the scrubbing that I can still see the scratch mark on the bracelet today. I don't know if you would be able to see it in the camera, but for instance here you see it looks like someone has been like punching it here. But basically a warning to you, if you are considering this piece, don't get it if you are afraid of scratches, because it will get marked up over time and all over the place. And at the time when this happened, I was a little bit upset, but I've come to see it as a kind of metaphor for life, you know? Like nothing stays perfect. We all get some scratches from different experience here and there all the time, and those marks become part of who we are and tells our story, and that's what makes this bracelet so special in a way, because I think it's literally recording parts of my journey. And next jewelry I actually don't wear on me at the moment. It's this silver bracelet from Apm that I got from my sister on my birthday. And it's become constant in my stack. And I'm obsessed with how it looks paired with the Cartier, because that gold and silver mix just works so well together. And there's something about the weight of this one that feels so satisfying, and I love that this one I can remove and add smoothly without problems with just opening up the back. And I will insert some clip so that you can see how it works. The mechanic of the opening and close is really well made, and I really like that. Next piece is my Rolex Datejust 28 in oyster steel with dark gray dial. And this Rolex Datejust just holds such a special place in my heart, and I often get compliments while wearing it. It's my first Rolex, and unlike my other pieces, this is something I bought for myself as a meaningful milestone marker. When I was in my 20s, I moved to Shanghai for work, and it was this incredible time of self-discovery where I really embraced my Chinese heritage after growing up in Sweden most of my life. And this watch just symbolizes that chapter, living my dream, connecting with a part of my identity, and also pushing myself professionally. And the dark gray dial feels both classic and unique. And I just love how the oyster steel has this subtle elegance that works both every day and special occasions. It blends well with most of my everyday outfits and always adds that laid-back vibe thanks to its steel bracelet. And every time I check the time, I'm reminded of that transformative period of how far I've come. I normally wear the watch by itself on my left arm because I hate to scratch it up with other jewelry. And this Engelbert loop ring holds such a special place in my heart, and it is probably one of the most asked about jewelry I own. I get so many compliments, even from strangers, about this piece, and it's actually a piece that my boyfriend got me 2 years ago on my birthday. And I'm not even exaggerating when I say if I lost every piece of jewelry I own, this is the first thing I would replace. And what is it that makes it so special? The way light bounces off the loop design is just mesmerizing. And despite being a statement piece, I forget I'm wearing it most days. Even after wearing it basically every day, it still looks quite brand new. And Engelbert is a Swedish jewelry known for its impeccable craftsmanship of Scandinavian style jewelries. I would say that it is like the Swedish version of Cartier, but the styles are more quiet luxury and simplistic than most designer houses. An almost similar ring as my Engelbert loop ring is this ring called the Vertige. I hope I said that correctly. It is a silver ring from Hermes, and it is hard to believe that this ring is almost like a dupe of the Engelbert, but looking like it's made of white gold. And I had to actually order this ring via my sales associate. It fits perfectly on my ring finger, and I love how substantial it is. It really is a statement when wearing it. However, I need to say that one downside is that it isn't the most comfortable ring to wear. It is really chunky, and when holding hands or holding on something tightly, it is a bit uncomfortable. I don't wear this ring every day, only when I want to add that extra edginess, and also depending on outfit. Next is this Georg Jensen ring in white gold with diamonds. And it is another piece I actually rarely take off. I wore it before, but stacked like this. And I actually bought this one for myself as a celebration gift when I completed my Masters of Science degree. It was such a meaningful milestone, and I wanted something special to mark that achievement. The design is so fine and elegant, and I love how the diamonds catches the light in this sophisticated way. Because it's so thin, it's perfect for stacking with other rings, and I love how well it stacks with my new ring from Linjer. And this is another piece that I picked up during a trip to Seoul, and I really like how well it stacks together with my new ring and the ring from my graduation. Next, let's talk earrings. So what I'm wearing today and what I have been obsessed with lately are these from Sparv. And they have been my go-tos, and Sparv is a Swedish brand, and I'm really obsessed with the back detailing, that little surprise element that makes them special. And what I love the most with these designs are that they almost look like tiaras on my earlobes. They have this vintage yet modern feel that elevates even the simplest outfit. And I think that these earrings are perfect to combine with other earrings to add that boho chic style, which I actually did on my ear here. So this cuff I actually bought separately and combined it with the back detail. And you can really combine it with whichever earrings you have. And I know that Idol makes basically the same design in solid gold with lab-grown diamonds. They sell everything as a package, but they are like 10 to 15 times more expensive. And then there's my Cartier diamond necklace in rose gold, and another incredibly thoughtful gift from my boyfriend. The way this chain sparkle is something else. And Cartier has this specific way of cutting their chains that gives them this presence other brands just don't have. And I was actually contemplating between the Cartier necklace and the Tiffany Elsa Peretti necklace. However, in the end, I decided that the Cartier had more of a presence. And in certain lights, it sparks so beautifully, and as it is close to my skin tone, it gives this unexpected spark from my neckline whenever I move around, which I just love. I actually had Cartier shorten it a tiny bit for me, and they will do one adjustment for free, which is a nice touch. I really love how beautifully the necklaces both sparks together, and I have to say, if I didn't already have this Cartier piece, I would 100% go for the Linjer necklace. The sparkle is very similar, and it's actually crazy, but at nearly half the price. You can really tell that they put the same attention into the chain cutting, which is usually where luxury brands stand out. And finally, the thing I love most about jewelry I wear every day is how each piece has its own little story. Gifts from people I love or pieces I saved up for that just felt like me. And that's honestly why I've fallen for Linjer as a brand. They're making these beautiful, sustainable pieces that feel special without being untouchable. There are really some pieces for every budget. I'm really trying to be more conscious about what I buy these days, and Linjer fits all those boxes. They use 100% recycled gold and silver. Their diamonds are lab grown, so you know they're ethical and they're built to last. The minimalist design means they work with literally everything else I own. I've been mixing and matching them with my existing collection and creating new combinations all the time. Don't forget to check out Linjer for yourself. I'd love to know which of these pieces caught your eye, or drop me a comment below and let's chat jewelry obsessions. If you like this content, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos about luxury fashion and my life in Stockholm. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you soon again on my next one. Bye!